MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. It's Cubs baseball. Next on the show. Alex Happ, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Digging in now, Jason McKnight, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The right fielder, Jason.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
First pitch.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The 2-0 on the way. A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. And he got him at first on a ball that was already into left field. That's a heck of a play to get the first out.
The shortstop, Paul Michaels.
Digging in, Paul Michaels. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Row. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Happ, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now batting, Jim Snyder. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Pitch out, nothing doing. Michaels leads off first with 1 away. Two balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1 home.
3 balls, 1 strike.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Coming to the plate now, Barry Hubble, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Left side, but well foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Slider, and that thing comes in at 89 on the radar gun. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
The 1-2. Flipped out the other way towards short. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Ray Robles, a Washington-born right-hander, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, so far this year, this guy hasn't pitched very well on the road. He's actually struggled on the road, so it'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around here in this one.
In now, Adam Greenberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Cubs, the center fielder.
Now here's the pitch.
Greenberg.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Batting second, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
To the plate now, Pete Armstrong, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Here's a look over to first, and they got him.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
And there's ball 1. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here it comes. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Going back is the right fielder. Off the LED board and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Into the box now, J.C. Embry. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Chicago. And in steps Manny Machado. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Now the 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope. That's inside. Count is 3-1.
Called strike two, and now it's full 3-2.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Bill Reeves, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
And he falls behind 0-2. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. The 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Juan Ramirez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The 1-0.
Nope, that's a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone. trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Runners on first with one down. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Has a look, now the pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his third walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
So digging in now, Juan Manuel has been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ray Robles is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's the 1-2. Fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Into the box now, Freddie Santiago, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Santiago.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Robles isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now, trying to limit the number of pitches and the number of appearances they have with particular guys in the lineup.
McKnight moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
The third baseman, Go, Brett.
Digging in, Ben Zobrist. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch. Lays off. 2-2 now. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle, and you know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Jesse Padilla is in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 1-0. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Padilla, switch hitter, and he is considered among the best. He's got a solid swing from both sides, and at least in terms of making contact, there isn't a big drop-off against a righty or a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, Matty, I think a lot has to do with the fact that this guy plays with the big part of the field. He is not pot committed to pulling the baseball or going the other way. He stays through the middle of the field. He keeps everything working towards the big part, and it serves him well from both sides of the plate.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and Machado will make the catch here, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 1 and the Phillies nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason McKnight. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
McKnight.
First delivery to him on the way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Just a little bit off to start the third now. That's 3 straight balls.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just
Now
rears
batting,
back and
shortstop.
blows smoke by a guy at the
Ball.
letters. That's the
Michael.
ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate now, Paul Michaels. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Armstrong is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Up next for Philadelphia, the left fielder, Jim Snyder.
So striding in, Jim Snyder. He drew a walk his first time up. And now a pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in now, Alex Happ.
The pitcher.
As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Lined hard, but this is a foul ball. The 1-1 home.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So 1 away in the inning, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League East to see where the Phils find themselves entering play today.
Greenberg.
Now at the plate, Adam Greenberg. First pitch coming, here it is. Strike taken, good bender on the outside there. 1 out, nobody on. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. So a line drive single to left makes it 2 hits for him now this afternoon at the plate. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Into the box, Pete Armstrong. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Armstrong, 23 years old. He was a fourth-round selection back in the draft of 2019.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Two balls and two strikes now. The 2-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. To second for one, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play for the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
So coming to the plate, Ryan Buckner. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Taken in by Machado. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one, but they're on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Barry Hubble, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
Here's a pop-up now. And this is taken in for out number one.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in Manny Machado. First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. 3-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, The catcher, Bill Reeves.
Stepping into the box, Bill Reeves. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
Digging in, Freddie Santiago. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Reeves is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 1 run, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. The 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Juan Ramirez.
Juan Ramirez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, upstairs.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning a April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
So now to the plate, Juan Manuel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 delivery.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Grounded softly to the right. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Now batting, the pitcher, Ray.
Now in the box, Ray Robles, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Armstrong is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The right fielder, number 21, Jason McKnight.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jason McKnight, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Here it is.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. And Zobrist will make the catch, and that'll be that. 1 left for Philadelphia. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
The third baseman, Ben.
First offering on its way.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2. He pulls this one into right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Now at the plate, Jesse Padilla. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
No, he's in there.
Now batting, the pitcher, Alex Bass.
To the plate now, Alex Happ swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. Zobrist is on his way home. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 2. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Here comes the Philly skipper on his way out toward the mound, and a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Thomas Fukumori comes on now in an awfully difficult situation, as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Fukumori.
Standing in now, Adam Greenberg. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 4, Keith Armstrong.
Digging in once again, Pete Armstrong. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
First pitch on its way. Ryan Buckner stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. McKnight has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. So here's the cleanup hitter, J.C. Embry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming, here it is. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
There's certain pitches throughout the game that decide whether you win or lose it. This is certainly one of the bigger moments right here.
The set and the 2-0. 2-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Freddie Santiago would be next. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Into the box, Freddie Santiago, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and
it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch 'em all on the grand slam. His first home run of the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, you've heard the saying, stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, that was the case here. Bases loaded, facing the best power hitter in the lineup, and he showed why he is so feared. He knocked it out of here with a vengeance.
Jose Villegas gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Jason Kipnis will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Here it comes.
Yeah. 0-1's the count.
Strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. More baseball on the show right after this. Into the box now, Paul Michaels. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Swings through it for strike number 2. The pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2. Line to shortstop, and there's one away. So the shutout's still intact here in the 6th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jim Snyder. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Bases are empty, one man out. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Into the corner and slicing foul. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Fastball too high, ball 4.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Barry.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Barry Hubble. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's inside.
From the belt, the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Here's a pop-up now. Just foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Line drive to center field. Greenberg will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Phillies strand 1. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They currently have more than 1 hit per inning, and looking at strikeouts, they only have 2. So far, the recipe for success has been to make contact early and often.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready once again, Ben Zobrist. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs half of the 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's flared out toward left. Snyder has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Settling in now, Jesse Padilla. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. 1-2 now.
1-2.
One out, nobody on. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
In now, Alex Happ. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's in.
Swinging a looper to left. Left fielder coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
At the plate now, Adam Greenberg, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. This one's flared off to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Pete Armstrong is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Sliced down the left side, but foul. The 2-1 home. Hit high, but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Into the box now for the Cubbies, Ryan Buckner, and he does so with 2 gone in the inning, but with the bases loaded. He's set. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Cubs wind up leaving them loaded, but they're still in control, 7-0. Julio Teheran is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 49, Julio.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Bill Reeves. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Juan Ramirez.
Standing in, Juan Ramirez. Here's the first pitch to him. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And he takes a called strike 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Juan Manuel.
Striding into the box, Juan Manuel. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Greenberg has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jose Villegas.
Rick Haskett will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first.
Haskett.
Weak roller right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. One left for Philadelphia. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Chris Varela enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Chris Varela.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, J.C. Embry.
J.C. Embry.
Here comes the first pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. A 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Count is 2-1.
Called strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
The batter, the right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
Into the box now, Freddie Santiago. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
A runner at first with no outs here. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder on the run, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Now to the plate, Jason Kipnis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's a ball.
Runners on first with one down. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Fouled off. Runner at first here, one man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The batter, the third baseman,
Here's Ben Zobrist now as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. So far 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
The 2-0 on the way. Hit on the ground to third. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't touch that dial or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Jason McKnight. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. At the plate, Paul Michaels. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more is looked at off the plate for a ball. One out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Armstrong will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
now batting, the left fielder, Snyder.
So striding forward now, Jim Snyder. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
2 out, nobody on. And it's 1-1. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now here it comes. Count remains 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. So a full count now. Barry Hubble would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Rod Etheridge comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Rod Etheridge.
Jesse Padilla will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Jesse Padilla.
Here's the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Ramirez is there and he makes the catch for the out.
The pitcher, number 49, Julio.
Sammy Sosa will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 21, Sammy Sosa.
And he lays off there 1-0. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 8 home runs and he's driven in 24. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the right fielder at the track, the wall, into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 9 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate, Adam Greenberg, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
When a guy's been swinging the bat as well as he has in this series, you definitely want to take the bat out of his hands. A free pass to first is better than what he's been doing the last couple of games.
Stepping into the box, Pete Armstrong. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Runners on first with 1 down. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one. Now a long throw to third. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
To the plate now, Ryan Buckner, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder coming on. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, J.C. Embry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a throw over, back in standing. The 0-1 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Got him. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. It's the Cubs 8 and the Phillies nothing. Ronnie Wickert comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 0, Ronnie Wickert.
Digging in the switch hitter, Barry Hubble, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First offering on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. Zobrist with a dive. He's out.
The third base,
Great reactions
13.
on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make a throw, and of course he did that too.
Here's Manny Machado now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's down.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out.
Up next to Philadelphia, the catcher, Bill Reeves.
At the plate, Bill Reeves. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Philly down to their last strike. Screwball, tough pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes, but he's worked it full 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
2 out, nobody on. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Striding in, Juan Ramirez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue.
Into the box, Juan Manuel. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. A ball and a strike. And here's a screwball that misses that time. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Look, it's easy. You don't have to look any further than the 5th inning to see where this game was decided. They put together a big rally and did everything down the stretch to secure this win.
8-0 the final today. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Alex Happ takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Ray Robles was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.